Hello, once again, a warm good morning to all of you and welcome to all of you of our official YouTube channel for Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan. And today myself, Rajesh Kumar Das, once again I am going to teach you Civics chapter 1 for standard 6 and chapter number 1. The name of that chapter is Unity in Diversity. This is the second part. अगर आप पहले पार्ट को नहीं देखे हैं तो at first you go before this video, first part is given there in the playlist and you can watch the part 1 for Unity in Diversity. अगर आपने पहले पार्ट को नहीं देखा है तो इससे पहले जाइए और देख सकते हैं. And during my video, if you are facing any kinds of problem, if you are not getting my words, then you must, after watching it, you can ask me a question under comment box. Certainly I will give you the answer, or via WhatsApp you can also ask me from the broadcast. Okay, anyways, today our topic is art and sculpture. Sir, what is art and sculptures? Art, kalam. What is kalam? Sir, how you are standing, that is also a type of art. How you are studying, that is also a type of art. How you are behaving with the others, how you are surviving your life, how you are walking on the road, that is also art. And sculptures, from your behavior, whatever action is happening, from your activities, whatever action is happening, and after performed action is sculptures. In that cases, what should be? Sir, in that cases, what should be? At first today we are going to know something about the art. बहुत पहले से, आज से हजारों वर्ष पहले से भारत को इंडिया इज नोन एज द सेंट नेशन. सेंट नेशन मीन्स ऋषि मुनियों का देश कहा जाता है और यहाँ कलाओं की पूजा की जाती है. Dance and music, about dance and music at last class we have already studied. Sir, why we study about it? Because it is part and parcel of our diversity. Because it is part and parcel of our diversity. Means कि diversity कहीं ना कहीं developed अगर होती है तो my dear student उसमें डांस, म्यूजिक, लैंग्वेज, रीजन्स, उसके साथ साथ कहीं ना कहीं आर्ट एंड कल्चर also keeps or takes an important role, plays an important role. Anyways, sir, this type of art in our country from the ancient period, I mean to say 500 years ago to till now and continuously in future, I hope it will that in the era of art, in the scoping of the art, in the world of art, our India takes an important role. India takes an important part. Our India plays an important role. Sir, like today we will study about the teaching of Buddhas. The teaching of Buddhas is given, and in that the cave painting of Ajanta is already shown in our nation. Ajanta की जो cave painting है वो आज भी हमारे यहाँ की आर्ट की एक पहचान है. यू कैन नॉट इमेज कि कैसे अच्छे आर्ट और पेंटिंग हमारे देश में की गई है. और एट द डिफरेंट एरियाज different type of painting you can see over there. Somewhere you can see special type of bridge, somewhere you can see a special type of building, somewhere you can see a special type of dam, somewhere you can see Asoka painting, cave painting, somewhere you can see in our region Mithila painting is very famous entire the world. Not I am going to talk about the India or Asia, entire the world is very famous our Mithila painting. The teaching of Buddhas. लास्ट क्लास में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था कि इंडिया में किस तरह के पेंटिंग होते बेटा. इन इंडिया घराना पेंटिंग इज गोइंग ऑन. इन इंडिया घराना पेंटिंग इज गोइंग ऑन. So, about the teaching of Buddha, whenever we discuss over here, the topic is, and that cave painting at Ajanta is very marvelous. It is very extraordinary. It has this type of painting as extraordinary. I mean to say a special type of knowledge, a special type of person has already built and they have worked over this, the cave painting. Cave painting, अरे वाह, you can sir imagine, you cannot imagine, आप कल्पना नहीं कर सकते हैं कितनी मेहनत लगी होगी उन्हें इस केव पेंटिंग को बनाने में. मीन्स सी एलोरा की गुफा, द एलोरास जो महाराष्ट्र में है, इट इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी गुड पार्ट एंड पार्सल, एक्सलेंस पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर इंडियन कल्चर्स एंड इट इज द पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आर्ट. सर मिनिएचर पेंटिंग आर्ट, मिनिएचर पेंटिंग में सर पहाड़ी इज, राजपूत इज, मुगल पेंटिंग इज. मुगल के बारे में तो हम लोग पिछले क्लास में पढ़े भी होंगे या फिर नेक्स्ट क्लास में जाएंगे और इसी क्लास में हो सकता है इट्स मे बी दैट इन द हिस्ट्री यू कैन स्टडी कि मुगल में कौन कौन से हुए थे. मुगल सबसे ज्यादा पसंद करते थे म्यूजिक को, डांस को, पेंटिंग को. पेंटिंग, म्यूजिक, डांस वेयर ऑलरेडी स्प्रेडिंग ओवर द रीजन्स. आई मीन टू से हाफ ऑफ द इंडिया sorry, Mughal was already ruled. So you can see over here and take an example that the Taj Mahal, which was built by Taj Mahal. See, that is monuments is this type of monuments you can see over here. Tourists are coming from around the world. पूरी दुनिया से यहाँ टूरिस्ट आते हैं. क्यों? देखने के लिए कि शाहजहां ने इस तरह से अपनी मुमताज बेगम मुमताज के लिए और हाउ ही हैज बिल्ट ताज. ताज बिकेम टुडे द टूरिस्ट प्लेस ऑफ आवर नेशन. यहाँ से हमारे देश की इकोनॉमी जुड़ी हुई होती है. टुडे आवर कंट्रीज इकोनॉमी इज टोटली directly related with the Taj. Our economy is directly related with the song, music, dance, art, and monuments which are already made at the last stage. And the next one is Sanchi Stoop. Sanchi Stoop was already constructed or made by Emperor Ashoka. Emperor Ashoka was made Sanchi Stoop. It is, these are part and क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? Are you getting me or not? These are part and parcel. GT Road, Grand Trunk Road. It's also you can see the breeze for our Calcutta, Mahatma Gandhi Setu at Patna. तो पटना 5.25 हेक्टर. महात्मा गांधी सेतु 5.25 किलोमीटर, 5.25 किलोमीटर है. और ये पूरे ऑल ओवर द बिहार जो किसी नदी पर जो रोडवेज पुल बनी हुई है वो रोडवेज पुल सबसे बड़ी रोडवेज पुल है महात्मा गांधी सेतु. इट्स ऑल्सो आर्ट. It's also art. Mughal painting was art. The Taj Mahal, which was built by Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Begum Mumtaz. Taj Mahal is also monuments, and it is today's directly connected with Indian economy because it became the tourist place. Sanchi Stoop also in Patna, Golghar you can see, in some of the places you can see Jew. These are some monuments and art which are directly related with the Indian cultures and related to the Indian economy. As today we will discuss over the art, how it has made. Then you can imagine right now that in India such type of people are. So these topics are given. You can note. You can pause the video and note it at your notebook. The next topic is at our book, food, feeding habitats. Food habitats means what? In our country, the climatic conditions varies from place to place because in North India you can see other type of climatic conditions. In the South India you can see different type of climatic condition according to the land or soil. According to growing crops, the people can adapt its daily or regular food. Anyways, हम लोग दाल रोटी सब्जी रेगुलर खाते ही हैं, वो भारत के किसी भी हिस्से में चली रही होगी, वो तो कॉमन फूड है. तो in India, food grains I mean to say rice I mean to say here maize. I want to say here about wheat. These are food grains. Pulse, dal, vegetables also grown. Vegetables है गलत क्यों लिख देता है यार तू? हट बच्चे समझदार. Vegetables, vegetable बेटा. Vegetables, it is also grown at our country. Vegetables are also grown at different area. It can be grown. It can be grown. Fruits also we can find. Especially fruits we can find in northern India. Means northern India में जहाँ ज़्यादा cold region है. Cold region जम्मू कश्मीर की बात कर लें, आज लद्दाख की बात कर लें. If you discuss over हिमाचल प्रदेश, तो there we can see generally fruits we can take or we are getting from such type of states. From northern state we are getting different type of fruits. But not only from northern states, from the different region of the nations we are getting different kinds of fruits. Anyways, our next topic is clothes. सर तो फिलहाल सब पहने हैं, आप लोग भी पहने होंगे कुछ ना कुछ, बिना पहने तो घर में होंगे नहीं. एनीवेज बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक आ गया है. क्लॉथ इज ऑल्सो पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर कल्चर. देखिए हमारे टेक्निकल टीम बड़ा हंस रहे हैं इस टॉपिक को देख करके. क्लॉथ इज अ पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर डाइवर्सिटी. भारत एक डाइवर्स कंट्री में क्लॉथ हमारी कल्चर में कितना इंपॉर्टेंट रखता है. सर दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स एंड पार्सल ऑफ आवर कल्चर. सर in India you can see different type of what dressing. You can see if you are moving from North India to South India, you can see different types of clothes. If you are going to state, you change your state, you can see the dress has been already changed for the man or the woman. Either for the both, either for the man or for the woman, the dress can be changed. You can see the dress has already changed. You are wanting to visit to the East India, to North, West India. You can see there is a great difference between the East India, South India, West India, Central India, and North India's dressing code. Then, so why it has been changed? Because in our country there is no fixed type of climatic condition. Sir, the main factor against it, behind it, that is the climatic condition. And the climatic condition is not same entire the country. That's why the dressing system the dressing code has been changed, or it is an important, I mean to say a great part of our culture. Some of the example I have taken over here. Salwar, kameez, dupatta, it can be seen for the woman in Punjab dressing code में woman के लिए आप लोग देख सकते हैं. What there the people are wearing salwar. Woman, about woman I am going to say not. अगर आप boys में होंगे तो अगर आप अभी ऐसा नहीं कर लीजिए, कल से सलवार पहनना शुरू कर दीजिए. Anyways, फिर सलवार, कमीज, दुपट्टा, it is worn by the women who are living in Punjab. And जो मेन होते हैं, मेन आर वेयरिंग व्हाट, पजामा, कुर्ता. दीज आर वर्न इन पंजाब. घाघरा, कुर्ता. अरे वाह, बच्चा मार खा गया था घाघरा चोली के चक्कर में. घाघरा, कुर्ता, इट कैन बी वर्न इन हरियाणा. आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक हियर अबाउट द वुमेन, नॉट मैन. अब मैन के बारे में नीचे हम लोग चर्चा करेंगे. लहंगा चोली. लहंगा चोली इज वर्न by women in Gujarat. Next, Ghagra Kichli, it is worn by women in Rajasthan. Mandu blouse. Mandu blouse, यहाँ तक के ब्लाउज होते हैं, मतलब एक टी शर्ट टाइप में ही, लॉन्ग हेयर. तो मंडू ब्लाउज, it is worn by women in Kerala. और जनरली मेन जो होते हैं, men can be worn at all around the nation. पजामा, कुर्ता, धोती, शर्ट, कमीज, पेंट, लोअर. These are some lungi. These are some dress clothing code which can be worn by the men in different region of the nations. Anyways, at your home also you are wearing pant and shirt. Our sister, my sister, your sister, my mother is wearing saris. in Bihar, women are wearing salwar samis, dupatta, saris, the blouse. These are men are wearing dhoti, kurta, shirt, pant, and lungi. These are for the men. Then you can see, you can take an example over here also for as in Bihar. Also you can take an example. Now it is also our culture. In our society, whatever we are wearing, that is culture. Sir, now the next is over here unity. अरे वाह सर, यूनिटी कैसे होगी? यूनिटी एकता कैसे होगी? तो इसके लिए कुछ नेशनल सॉन्ग है. You can see at the same colony, Hindu are celebrating Durga Puja. In the first side, Muslims are celebrating Muharram in the second side. Then in that case, there is a contradiction. But whenever the time of Republic Day comes, both they together celebrate Republic Day. They together celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. They together celebrate Independence Day. They together song the national anthem. Janagaman, you are also celebrating. You are also singing. Buddhist, Sikh, Jain, Christian, Islam, Hindu, whoever citizen of India, they all are singing. Then it shows the unity. We all are equal. We all are Indian. That is, it has power. National song has power. National festival has power. Patriotic has power. That it makes unity. We all are Indian. It shows. My dear students, these all are the Indian, the national symbols, the national flag, the national anthems, patriotic. These all are the symbol of what? The symbol of unity. Hope you have understood whatever today I have taught to you about art, sculpture, clothes, food and unity. ये चार टॉपिक हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है. आर्ट एंड स्कल्पचर, फूड, क्लॉथ्स एंड यूनिटी. फिर हम लोग नेक्स्ट टॉपिक को नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ेंगे. तब तक घर रहिए और पढ़ते रहिए.